Good morning, everyone. Or I always say good morning because it's usually morning when I record these, but I know there's people that are watching at different times of the day or week or year. So whenever you are watching or listening, we appreciate it. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hopefully, everyone's having a great day. So far, I'm going to pull you guys up here and make sure we are where we are supposed to be. Awesome. Okay. So, well, that was quick. Nikki is on top of things this morning. I'm going to pull you guys up here right there so I can, oops, so I can see your comments. Good morning, Mom. We got Rhonda in here, Shelly's in here, and a few others that we can't see quite yet. At any rate, what is, oh, I cut my top off. That looks a bit different now, doesn't it? That's okay. Good morning, Christine. Okay, if you guys are in here live, we always appreciate you saying hello, good morning, how you doing, where you watching from. We love these shows to be interactive, and it always makes me feel like I'm not sitting here alone. So, and then I know there's people that like to quietly sit and watch. We do have a special for you at the end, for no reason other than to thank you for coming in and sticking around till the end. So you can, I'll share that with you. But today is going to be about, I want to take a deeper dive into liquid magnesium. This is our best-selling product. I'm going to explain why. And I want to educate like this. That's our goal with so many supplements, or I should say with so many supplement companies, there's no education. And for me, that's everything. I have to, like, I want to know why I'm taking something, how I'm taking something, using something. And often you go, like, that's why I really dislike that big blue store at the edge of town that's super cheap. Like, things, like, for a number of reasons, they break, cheap junk, end up in the landfill and oceans, and then no one really thinks twice about it because it's just cheaper to go buy a new one, right? Um, but there's no those big box stores. There's usually no support, and if there is any customer support, they don't care. You're just another number. They just bring you in. So I really like customer support. I like education, and that's what we like to offer. That's what we want to offer. And we know that there's a big gap between knowledge and products when it comes to which to buy, why, etc. So many of you have been using liquid mag for months, years. Some of you are newer. Regardless of where you're at, I want to take a deeper dive into explain liquid mag a little bit more so you have a better idea, or maybe just reminders here that you could have possibly heard in the past. So we have Amy, Rhonda's in here, Amy's in here, Christine's in here, Tracy's in here, Cassandra, Floor, Sherry. All right, we got a big group tonight. This is great. Or this morning. Okay, so if you guys have questions about the products, let us know. I know some people like Cassandra just put in another order. Amy's newer. Amy just jumped into our 14-day fitness challenge, as did Rhonda. Tracy's a brand partner and distributor for us, Red Deer Sylvan area. So if you need product, she'll hook you up. That'll save you shipping costs. So at any rate, we have a handful of brand partners and distributors that can help you get products. Otherwise, we usually just e-commerce straight from the website to your door. That seems to be the best process for us. So we got Jody's in here, Sheila's in here, Karen's in here. Okay, so when it comes to I guess magnesium in particular, I say this all the time. Maybe I oversay it. Let me know if you heard this, that all magnesiums aren't created equally. So the problem is that we don't. It's that lack of education. So we go. I'll talk to someone and I'll say, "What magnesium are you taking?" And they'll say, "I don't know." And I'll say, "What do you mean you don't know? You think you should know what you're taking?" And like, "Oh, I didn't know there's a difference. I just grabbed one from the shelf." So there's different forms of magnesium that are different, that offer different benefits. I've talked about that recently in the past, so I'm not going to get into that in too much detail. If you want that show, just comment below and we'll make sure someone tags you in it or sends you the actual show link. So, and then there's different qualities. So the different qualities is you buy products at the dollar store or you buy products at a specialty store. So dollar store, big blue store at the edge of town, I think you know what Costco is different. Like Costco often has actually, it's surprising, not supplements, but Costco. I don't like to pick on Costco because it's like easier to buy in bulk up front. You save on the back end, but supplements are usually cheap, low quality, but they also have really good other quality products. Regardless, if you go to the cheapest place to buy stuff, you're gonna get low quality products. It's just that's just how it goes. That's how they make their margins so big. When I mean margins, it may cost them 25 could make them it could cost the manufacturer 25 cents to make a product, right? Then someone like your biggest chain store will order 50,000 of them at 50 cents. And if they order more, they'll get them for 40 cents. And then they'll sell them to you for $10, right? And the way they keep their margins large so they can make more money is no staff, like no one in the aisle. There's no one, there's not good management, so no one's taking time to train the management who will then train the staff. So they cut in many different areas so they can increase their margins, keep their product pricing down. And we have a different model. We have a different model. Sounds funny, like if I were to explain this like in a business class, they think I'm bonkers. But this is how we've built our business. This is how we've built our brand. We spend more on the education side. We spend more on the ingredient side and more on the product side. So our margin is smaller. So if you took our product, which is better quality, and you put it next to a cheap, low quality product, they would make more money on theirs than we make on ours because we put more into it. The higher quality ingredients cost us more. The education costs us more. So we're hiring employees. We're hiring people to make sure that you have your orders on time, right? So at any rate, hopefully that on the back end that's a bit helpful. That's not quite the direction I want to go, but I just want to explain to you there's a big difference. So some people are like, why does your magnesium work so much better? Well, there's a lot of back end stuff. Like there's a lot of back end reasons from quality to ingredients to price margin. Like our goal isn't to get you the cheapest product possible. That's not our goal. Our goal is to get you the best product that works the best to improve your health. That's a very different business plan than those cheap products at the dollar store that don't really work. All they're doing is working on production. They put more into marketing and more into distribution than education, than quality products. So that's why ours works much better. Okay, so okay, when it comes to the liquid magnesium in particular, I want to tell you when to take it because in most cases you hear about a magnesium product and that because many people take it for sleep, you should take it in the evening. Now, it's from our experience and in my opinion, it's best to take it in the morning. Now, if you love to take it in the evening and it's working for you, taking it in the evening, then take it in the evening. Don't fix it if it's not broken. I'm just saying if you're new to our liquid magnesium or if you're new to magnesium at all, we have found more benefits taking it in the morning. So the four main reasons people come to us or buy our liquid magnesium is because of energy, digestion, sleep, and chronic pain. Those are the four main reasons people come to us. Now, it's important to understand that magnesium, it's a super mineral. In my opinion, it's the most important mineral you can put in your body. It has over 300 enzymatic functions, and because it's so widely abundant, the pharmaceuticals haven't really got a stranglehold on it, which means that it's, how can I say? It's a little bit, if you have a pharmaceutical, they put billions of dollars into it to create case studies and to offer that research that they need to bring it to market, right? Well, because it's really difficult, like magnesium is so abundant, it's difficult for them to be like, this is our product. So one company couldn't come in and be like, this is our product because it's so widely abundant. This is our product and you can't sell it anymore. That's what a pharmaceutical would do with a product so they can make more money. Then they would pour research and development into it before they would bring it to market. So here's the thing is that because it's so abundant, they don't have those similar types of studies. And it's very similar to most natural supplements. Most natural supplements are in a different category than pharmaceuticals because of well, because of a number of different reasons, but in most cases because someone's not going to put a bunch of money into researching that, like a pharmaceutical isn't going to put in a bunch of research into one particular mineral like magnesium, and then anyone else can sell it, right? So you have to look at independent studies, and there's thousands and thousands of independent studies that you can find on magnesium. It's just not so apparent. Like in most cases, you don't see magnesium advertised on TV, right? You don't see it. There's just less money to put it forward, so that's why a lot of people don't know about it. But there's more and more research coming out about it, which is why I feel that over 300 enzymatic functions is quite low. Some research is showing that that offers double than what research has shown in the past. So that's why it's super interesting. And I believe that more and more people are turning towards natural supplements. They're hearing more about products like magnesium. And like just think about our community here. Like we get testimonials all the time of how well our products work in particular, or our products work in general, in particular our magnesium, and then they tell their friends about it. So when we first started, it was like 1-to-1, and then it was like we're doing lives or we're doing social media posts, and then more people started to hear about it. So we knew everyone in our community, and I know many of you here, but now we're getting more and more people coming in that we don't know of, we've never heard of, that someone told them that, hey, this really works. So that's how we know a product works, is that if we don't do marketing and people continue to come, or did I say marketing? That's how we know a product works, is that people just keep coming in the door because they're hearing it from different areas in different places. Good morning, Trudy, Karina. Okay, so when you're taking your magnesium product, I recommend taking it in the morning because of those different areas. So it's a bit different here. So many people compare a natural supplement to a pharmaceutical. So a pharmaceutical, or let's say something as simple as Advil. So you have a headache, you take an Advil, and it goes away, right? In most cases, unless your doctor recommends, I'm not a doctor, don't take my medical advice, but I'll tell you more than supplements than a doctor could. More about supplements than a doctor could, but the aspirin. I think. Don't quote me. Doctors recommend aspirin to help thin your blood, so there's not so much. I don't want to get into that. So that could be one of the very few like pharmaceutical type products that I know that they would take as in prevention. So when you're looking at natural supplements or nutraceuticals, that's different than you're taking your pharmaceutical. So you take your pharmaceutical for like instant pain relief, right? Or if you have chronic pain, you take that so it goes away relatively quickly, and then it wears off, then you have to take it again. Natural supplements are different. So you slowly build up your magnesium stores in our body. We all have magnesium stores. Magnesium is actually comes naturally in our body. We just don't have enough of it, right? The most magnesium, like the reason our heart beats is because of magnesium. Now magnesium, I believe the most magnesium in our body is found in the left ventricle of your heart, which is super interesting, right? So those people that have heart issues or heart health history in their family like I do, magnesium is a super important product to take in prevention, not just when the doctor's like, hey, you got some real issues. You're pre-diabetic, you're dealing with arthritis, osteoporosis, like high blood pressure. And that's usually when we hear from people, they're scared out of their mind and they're like, hey, I gotta do something. But you could do something now in prevention before your doctor's like, hey, you gotta do something about this now. So when you're taking your magnesium in the morning, I feel like you get more benefits throughout the day because you're building up your magnesium stores. Now, the longer you take it, the more benefit you're going to get out of it. So instead of pharmaceutical quick fix, you take it and done with it. Don't think about it again for hopefully weeks, months later, then because you don't need it because you're strong and healthy, right? That's different than you take your natural supplement to build up so you can prevent and reap the benefits at the same time. So it's not like you take a whole bunch of magnesium at one time and then you don't have to take it again. That's different. You take it in the slow process. Now, let me get into how you should take it because I lost my train of thought. How we doing? I feel like I'm talking a lot. Can we get some interaction? How you guys doing? Who is using our who is currently using our liquid magnesium? Can you let me know in the comments? Okay, so when you start taking your liquid magnesium, you take it in the morning because it's going to give you a natural. So these are the benefits, right? This is what everyone's interested in. The benefits are it's going to give you a natural boost of energy. So I can't tell you how many people write in and say, I can't believe how much new energy I've found since taking your liquid magnesium. And I'll tell you why here. I'll also tell you why and compare the two from ours to a pill, powder, or low quality. So you take it in the morning for a boost of energy. Also, a lot of people deal with digestion issues. Many people come to us. A good majority of our audience come to us for energy and or digestion, and they go hand in hand. In most cases, you don't have one without the other. So that's why people come to us. They notice their digestion. So magnesium is a relaxant. So it naturally relaxes your body in different ways. So many of our like you might know someone or yourself could have when you get like really bad anxiety or you're worried about something, high stress, it goes straight to your gut and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like nauseous, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, whatever, I feel sick, like feel sick to my stomach. Some people don't connect it to. A lot of people probably wouldn't connect it to that your anxiety or whatever stress level is so high that it goes straight to your gut. Now that goes to everyone. I feel like it goes to everyone differently in their body. But so as magnesium being a relaxant, that can relax your gut and intestines and help everything flow better and properly. Another reason people come to us is, so sorry, let me take a step back. So that's why you want energy in the morning. That's why you want your digestion in on track first thing in the morning, because we recommend eating breakfast as soon as possible, right? We're not a fasting company. We're not telling you not to eat. You got to eat, increase your metabolism, gain energy, make you feel better so you can burn body fat and gain confidence, fit in your clothes. It all goes hand in hand. Chronic pain is another one. A lot of people are dealing with chronic pain, or that's why they use magnesium. So you start taking your magnesium in the morning, that can offer some relief of your chronic pain later on. And it's this one sounds contradictory, but you remember we're building up your magnesium store, so it's not like I got to take my magnesium right before bed that's going to work, that's going to make me sleepy. It doesn't work like that, because remember, it gives you a boost of energy as well. So as you take your magnesium in the morning, you still have high levels, like higher levels that will continue to increase as you continue to take your magnesium, and that will help offer sleep benefits as well. Let's see, we got Carrie. Sorry. Okay, so this is the question I asked: who's taken liquid mag? Shelly, Cassandra, Karina, Karen, Amy, my mom. Almost 4 years I've been taking your liquid mag. Awesome, Tracy. That's so cool. So, you know what? I think it's been years. Like Dorothy and I, like we have large boxes, or we have boxes of magnesium. Like we have lots of boxes of magnesium because we sell it, obviously. Oversimplification. So we always have magnesium around, and then when we travel, we always take it with us. Now we recently went on a trip and we took as much as we needed for the trip, but we extended our trip and didn't think about it. So we started to run out of supplements, and magnesium was one of the things we were short on. And it was so interesting because it's been a long time since we haven't taken magnesium. It could have been years, and I'm talking about like consistently every day. And we both kind of felt like a little bit different, like a little bit achy, a little bit sore. And we had a kind of conversation. We're like, "Do you think it's the magnesium?" I think it's the magnesium. That's the only thing that we could put our finger on that would make a difference. So it's pretty cool. Like of course, we believe in our product. We developed our product. No one else sells this product in the world, and to know, like we started experimenting with it on ourselves before we brought it to market, so that's how we knew it worked. Then we started to give out samples, and people are telling us like, hey, this is really good. So then we started to sell it, and then now we get all this. So it was a process, right? But at any rate, even for us to be like, wow, that really works. I know it probably means more coming from someone else than us, because it's our business, right? But I thought it was super interesting that even we've been taking it for years and we noticed the difference. We have some comments here. Tracy says I'm taking in the morning. It has helped with my heartburn, digestion, more energy, likely more, but didn't notice yet. Yeah, it could be more. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Rhonda. We got Brenda's in here. Carrie's in here. Good morning to you. Good morning to you too. Okay, so let me carry on. When you start taking magnesium, remember we want to slowly build up the magnesium stores in our body. It's not like let's jam pack as much magnesium in our body as possible. So I want to give you a little demo here, and only because there's no real reason why. Sometimes people are like, how do you take it? And I'm like, you just pour it in a teaspoon and take it. Like, it's not complicated, right? But we're always here for that extra education. So I'll show you how we take it. But I just want to mention, when you start out with liquid magnesium, you start off with a half a teaspoon, okay? Half a teaspoon, and then you slowly build up. So the challenge here is that a lot of times people want to jump in with 2 feet. They're like, oh, I'll just take a tablespoon, or I'll just take a bunch of it right away because I could use it. That's not how it works. Like, you want to slowly build up. You want a solid foundation. Like for us, when we teach fitness, when those people are starting our 14-day challenge, fitness challenge, I know there's a handful of you in here. Some of you are in our MAP program. We start off from the ground up. We slowly build. And some people are like, oh, I've been exercising for years. And I'm like, why are you always injured then? And they're like, huh. So we slowly build up. We work on functional full body weight exercises and movements first to build balance, stability, core, flexibility. And then as you progress throughout the program, those get more challenging, and you get more variety. But we start at a very basic level. And I really love this saying, you have to go slow. You have to start slow to move fast. Is that it? At any rate, excuse me, at any rate, the slower you start at the beginning, which no one wants to do, and I'll reference back to fitness class, is that we would have people that just would join our fitness class, like they hadn't exercised in years, and they wanted to keep up with everyone, or they wanted to keep up with the most fit people. And I could see them. As an instructor, I would watch them watching the fittest person, because they were like, I think most people like a little competition, even if they don't want to admit to it. But they would like look over at the fit person. They would want to do the most extreme exercise, and then they were so sore I wouldn't see them again. Or if I saw them the next day, they could hardly walk, and I'm like, hey, how'd workout go? And they're like, a little bit sore. So you would get more benefit out of easing into workouts. And then once you're more comfortable with the movements, with the program, and then picking things up later on in a couple weeks or a couple months, that's sustainability. But most people don't understand sustainability. They're like, bam, I want 100%, let's go, instant results, right? The harder I work right now, the more results I'm going to get. Same thing with magnesium. They're like, I'm going to get a bunch of benefits from magnesium. I'll just take as much as I can right away. That's not how it works. Take a half a teaspoon for the first week, right? For the first week, every single day. Now, I'm not going to say that supplements don't work if you don't take them every day. There's less of a chance, or there's less of an ability for them to work as well if you don't take them every day. So we hear from people and like, oh, I always forget about it. So if you always forget about I'm not going to get into that specifically, but we have a PDF of how to remember to take your supplements. I think I did a whole show on it. We can send you, but it's like, leave your supplements out the night before. Leave them on the counter. Don't put them in the cupboard. Like, set an alarm. Get one of those little packet things. There's a number of things that you can do, but if you're not taking your liquid magnesium or your regular supplements on a regular basis, you're not going to get the full benefits out of them. So you have to remember to take them and take these steps that I'm offering you, and can like show up in these groups. And like every Saturday morning, or almost every Saturday morning, we put up a post that says, who remembered to take their liquid mag? Why do we do that? Because a lot of people are telling us, I'm good during the week, but I forget to take it on the weekend. So there's a number of different things, like joining a community, showing up for lives, making sure you're getting educated on the product. Because a lot of times people will buy a product, they'll put it on the shelf and forget about it. And I always think to myself, like, what was the point of buying it? Like, if you're not going to use it, you're not going to get any benefit out of it. It's a waste of money for you, and it's not really going to help us out at all, because you're not going to see benefits, so you're not going to come back. You're certainly not going to tell anyone about it. Like, we're hoping that we can develop amazing products that work, that market themselves because they're so good. We got Sherry jumped in here, Tasha jumped in here. Okay. So you take your liquid mag, half a teaspoon for the first week. And then the next week, so week 2, you take a full teaspoon. And then if you don't miss days, you're taking consistently. Week 3, 1.5 teaspoons. So 1.5 teaspoons. And then you want to stick with that for probably a month or two. I'm not trying to get you, like, that's the full dose. I want you to start off slow, and I'm not trying to get you to take as much as possible. That's not what we're about. Take it properly, and that's how you'll see better results. So from there, you have to decide what's the proper dose for your body. Like, we get all kinds of questions, is like, how much should I have, or what's the recommended daily allowance? And like, honestly, in my opinion, all that's garbage. Like, that's nonsense. Not one person. That's a bit why I have some issues with pharmaceuticals and how they're prescribed and how much they're being used. But on a side note, is that it's a one size fits all. It's like, you take one thing for everyone, and I'm like, everyone is different sizes, they're different activity level, they have different family history. Like, you should be giving someone things that like, at least dosages that work for them. That's, of course, that's my opinion. Many may disagree, but when you take your, okay, I just want to mention, at the end of this show, we're going to give you guys a special offer. So I'm going to wrap things up in about 10 minutes. So I'll give you guys a special offer at the end for just those that are watching. We're not going to advertise this, and it'll be open for like 1 or 2 days. What was I saying? Okay, so I lost it. Someone remind me. I promised a live demo. Okay, I'm gonna do. So this is kombucha. This is what we do. So we have a kombucha. This will be for tomorrow because I already took mine. So I'm going to put kombucha in a glass, and that's probably a bit more than I would usually put in, but that's the end of the can. So let's just use it up. And then what I do is, okay, so this is our liquid mag. Same, doesn't have a label on it because I don't need a label on it. So then I take my teaspoon, and we haven't had anyone write in for a while, but we used to have people that say, "Oh, it spills when I pour it," and I'm like, I don't know how to help you pour. Okay, so I'm gonna pour my, not even a drop. I didn't even spill a drop. Okay, so that goes in there, and I love the orange. So let me know in the comments if you like the orange or the spearmint. We have orange in right now. We have spearmint in right now. We also have a little bit of pumpkin spice. So when that sells out, that's gone. That's a seasonal flavor. And then we may have a seasonal flavor coming out in the near future. But well, we do. Like we have raspberry splash in the summer, peach in the fall. Like, those go incredibly well. So that's what my liquid mag looks like. And then what we do is we put zinc, liquid zinc. And everyone asked the brand. This is Trace Minerals. So I put 2 drops in here because that's recommended. We do this twice. I do this twice a day with zinc. So that's just 2 drops in there. That's liquid, hot, much more absorbable than a powder pill. Now, if it's worth mentioning, again, is that the reason that they'll say, I've been using magnesium for years, and I'm like, how's it working for you? And they're like, well, not really. My doctor tells me to take it, so I take it, right? So you could be taking a magnesium and a calcium together, and they don't work together. You need to take them separately. I'm not a big calcium fan. I could talk about that in the future, but definitely not together. They compete for absorbability. And calcium always wins and blocks out the magnesium, so you're only getting the calcium if you take them together. That could be one reason. Another reason, you could be taking a very low quality magnesium that has the junk in there. It could have titanium dioxide or silicon dioxide. It could have multidextrin. There's a wide array of junk. I have a whole PDF if you guys are interested. Just let me know. I have a whole PDF of all the ingredients that I recommend staying away from when you're looking at supplements, and that could prevent absorbability, that could prevent quality. So that's another reason why your magnesium may not work. And then on top of that is our liquid. Many of these, like these liquids, I recommend liquids as much as possible. um, especially minerals. But I lost my train of thought here. Let me give you. So this is D3 plus K2. So I put 2 drops of that in there. I would like the ingredients, please. You bet, Rhonda. We'll hook you up with that. So, okay. What did I forget? I lost my train of thought. So this is what we drink in the morning, every morning. That's it. And now here's the thing: is like some people are like, I don't like the taste of your liquid magnesium, and I'm like, okay. I was like, they only tried one, right? I don't like spearmint. Let's say, fill in the blank. I said, did you try orange? No, but I got to get through the spearmint. I was like, did you try splash? Did you try Pete? No, I didn't get a chance to try any of those. But they don't. But they're upset at me. That's what they're telling me. Like they don't want to buy more because this one taste sucks. So I'm like, have you tried in kombucha? They're like, nah, I don't drink kombucha. I'm like, have you tried in smoothie? Nah, I don't really make smoothies. Like, how about a shake? Yeah, I think it would taste funny in a shake. And I'm like, how about water? Like, well, I tried it in water, but it tastes really bad. I said, well, how much water have you tried? Like a little bit of water. I said, well, put in your water bottle, and then that'll dilute the flavor, and you'll have a very small hint of the flavor, right? And like, oh, okay, I'll try that, right? But here's the thing: is like some people don't want answers; they just want to be heard, which I understand. But this is a hard one to wrap your head around. Like some people come to us and they want to change, right? They want to lose weight, but they don't want to put in the work for it. So that means they don't really want to, right? Like some people will come to us and they'll say, hey, I need a fitness program. I want to hear about your stuff. And then we get them in the door and they do nothing. Like it's absolutely shocking. Some people come in for lower priced and like for some people have come into our fitness challenge, and have done absolutely nothing. It's shocking, right? It's paid. You're paying for it. Some people have come into our full program, our full metabolism accelerator program. Some of them have come in, have done nothing. So I have to think, do you really want results? A lot of times people just want to feel like they're doing something, but not really doing something. Now, that may sound negative or condescending. That's not my prerogative. I'm just trying to share with you. If you want to make something work, you'll make it work. Like if you want to complain about a meal plan and how nothing seems to work or fit, or it's not the right fit for you, that's okay. Like that, honestly, that's okay. Then this isn't the right thing for you. But if you want to find, this is just general life advice. I hope it's helpful. Not just magnesium, but if you want to find something to work for you, you have to go in with an open mind. Like those people that have come into our programs and have a wide open mindset and like, I can't wait to try everything you're doing because I saw the incredible results. They want to try new things. They want to stretch their comfort zone. They want to take different action than they've always done. That's a very different person that's seen incredible results than someone that comes in, not gonna eat that, don't like that workout. This doesn't work for me. Don't like that flavor. Like that's very limiting for you to see the success that you want to see. And compare that mindset and those lack of actions to someone that's the complete opposite. Like it's common sense, right? So this is how we drink our magnesium. That's how I recommend you would drink your magnesium in the morning. You could put it in. We have some clients that take it in the evening with tea or hot water. You can do that as well. There's a number of different things that you can take if you don't particularly like how I'm recommending. So that's just that's just kombucha. I would put that in water as well. Like that, about that much water, put a teaspoon. If you like the flavor, you put your whatever your dosage is, half a teaspoon, full tablespoon. So some of our clients are at a full tablespoon. If you've taken some time to build up your magnesium stores and you are someone like Dorothy, for example, her family history is restless legs and she runs a lot, so she sweats out magnesium. That's salt. When you're sweating from a workout, that's salt, and magnesium is a salt. see how those two work hand in hand? So between her restless legs and between how much she sweats from running so much, she takes more magnesium than I do, right? And I'm a much bigger individual than she is. So that's something also to take into account, is that it doesn't matter like your size. It matters your health history, your lifestyle, your daily actions, then, as opposed to just being like, oh, bigger person, give them more. Like that's not accurate, I would say. Okay, last few comments. And Amy says, I want to try orange. Yes, you do. Rhonda says she likes both. And Jessica jumped in here. Rhonda said, oh, yeah, I read that. Kieran says, I have to mix it with something like cranberry juice. That's fine. Um, Shelly, I would like the list. Does it hurt to mix it with something like what, Karen? The first time I took it, I just popped it. Yeah, that's a problem. Ron, thanks for being honest. Rhonda says the first time she took it, she just like popped it in her mouth, and that's like that. Some people don't care. Like some people are like whatever, like they can handle it, but most people don't ever want to take it again because it's like this is a month supply, and you're taking like that's very potent. And just think about taking a teaspoon and throwing it back, or tablespoon, whatever. And we've had people do that, and they're like, tastes horrible. And I'm like, how are you mixing it? They're like, oh, I'm just shooting it back. And I'm like, no. Where does it say to do that? So, at any rate, morning, Ed. Ed, I think you forgot your order here last weekend on Friday, so that will be out today for pickup. Shelly says, can you send me a list of your zinc and K2? Yeah, it's just trace minerals and D3K2 in a MCT oil. I can send you that for sure. Cass says I need that zinc. Yeah, you need zinc. Everyone needs zinc. Sherry says we teach about growth mindset in school. Maybe it should have been taught all along. Missed a generation. LOL. I'm one of those influence clients. I want to try it all. Yeah, like Sherry's awesome. We've worked with you. Sherry's been with us for a number of years, supporting us, buying our products. She's tried our programs. Like it's a dream. Like we have clients that come in like that stick with us for years, or customers like work with us for a long amount of time. People come in. We have a number of people that come in and try our detoxes and our challenges, and like that means the world to us. Repeat customers, like we never want to be one of those companies that you should come in one time, have a horrible experience, and we never hear from you again, right? That's our fault if that happens. Morning, Deanne. Can you send me the link, please? I don't know what link you mean, Gary. Ed says, are you talking about me straight up? Yeah, Ed. No, don't do it. I don't know why people do that. Maybe it should say disclaimer on the bottle. Don't drink. But what was I gonna say? So you guys, in your comments or in your questions, it would be helpful if you said a full sentence. And the only reason is that will help you. That will help us better serve you. So I look through the comments afterwards, or Nick will look through the comments afterwards. And if it says, hey, can I get that, please? He's not gonna know what that is. If you say, can I have the PDF of, like a full sentence, right? Could I have the PDF of the ingredients for supplements? And then he'll be like, okay, bing. Otherwise, he messages me and he's like, hey, do you know what this is? And I'm like, no, you probably got to go back and watch that part of the video. Or we don't send it, and you're like, why didn't they send it to me? I asked for it. All of that would be alleviated if you're whatever you want or ask for, just be a bit more clear with it. I'm late. Rebecca says, can you send me the link to this live? You have the link to this live, Rebecca. You're on it. Yes, we can send you the link to this live after we're done. I'm wrapping things up right now. So today, maybe tomorrow, we're gonna do buy one, get the second one half off. And we have done that once in the past before. We don't have to do that. I feel like most companies do that when they're like trying to promote their product, or when they're trying to get rid of old stock. We don't have to do either. This is our best-selling product. This is hard to stay in stock. These fly off the shelf. If you buy a 6-pack, 6-pack, let me take a step back. If you buy one, that's a month's supply. Then we have, if you buy 5, we sell them in 6-packs. If you buy 5, you get the sixth one free, right? But that's packaged. It just says 6-pack. It has one price. But how it works out is you buy 5 and you get one free. And then we rarely do specials on these because we don't have to. They sell so well. So I want to thank you guys for watching and for being here live. So if you want to take advantage of that, this isn't something that's going to come again next week or next month. I just want to thank you guys for being here. So if you want to, give me a second. I got to ask Nick to put it on the website. Actually, you know what? Let me know in the comments if you want to take advantage of that deal. Just put me. I want to take advantage of the discount. Because if no one says anything, then I'm not going to get Nick to put a special code, coupon code, or a special product on the website. So you buy one, get the second one half price if you want. Let me know. If not, it's all good. Thank you guys for tuning in here live. Amy says she's interested. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in live. If you have questions about our products, if you need any continuing education, let us know. We can tag you in other posts or other live video trainings. If you would be super helpful if you know anyone that could benefit from magnesium, from our liquid magnesium, that has chronic pain, sleep, digestion, or energy issues, which is, I feel like, the vast majority of people, you can invite them to this private group. We would appreciate that. If they're in this group, if you don't know how, ask me. If you know anyone that's in this group that could benefit from this, can you tag them in the comments? That would be amazing. Yes, Sherry says she'll take a discount code. Trudy does. Karen, okay, I will. I'm gifting one to my friend. Awesome. So have a great day, Tracy. Thanks for joining us. One of the things I wanted to mention is we have these little bottles that I'd like to put liquid magnesium in, and then gift them for you guys. So we grow through word of mouth. We grow through organically. So without you, we wouldn't continually grow, which is why we're so much appreciate our audience. So we're thinking, if we give you a sample bottle, will you give it to your friends or family that could use it? My concern is that what I went over. Some people, if it's a sample bottle, someone's gonna drink the bottle, or you're gonna give a bottle to someone and not tell them how to take it or when to take it, right? So that's my concern when I'm when I say, if we give you samples, that's different. We could do greens, for example. We could do protein powder, bath flakes. We've done that, but I'm a little bit more concerned about the ingestible. And there's nothing really going to happen. It's just like the bad experience. If you have one bad experience, then you're never going to use it again, right? Or take it again. So I'd love to hear any feedback of how can we get around that. Some people said put a little note with it. I feel like we have to trust you guys and lean on you a little bit more to be okay, you're going to tell them about it, not just, hey, check this out, or hey, I left the bottle for you, you should give it a shot. That's probably not going to get us to where we want to go. Or just throw it away, right? Or I don't know anyone. Sometimes people just take free because it's free, right? I don't know. Do you we used to give out dog treats. Do you have a dog? No, but I saw it was free. we heard that come through. At any rate, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. I couldn't be more grateful for all of you coming in here and hanging out with me, for your support with our products and our business. We continue to grow each month and each year, and it is absolutely shocking to both Dorothy and I. It's hard to believe that from where we started, we are here, from where we started to where we are now, and we wouldn't be here without you. I'm going to read these last comments and I'll let you go. Okay, we got a bunch of people. So we're going to get a coupon code for you. We'll post it. I don't know, maybe we'll send it to you guys individually. I want to thank you guys specifically, those that are watching. Those that aren't watching, we still appreciate them, but I want to give you guys an extra incentive. So comment, and we will, in a DM, in a private message, we'll send you the coupon code to take advantage of the buy one, get one half off. Cassandra says, I've been talking to her about this stuff the last few weeks, and I know she can benefit from it. So either I'll buy her one. Either way, I'm getting. Okay, awesome. Okay, we'll figure something out for you, Cassandra. Thank you. Do you have empty bottles of liquid mag in Magton bag? Do you take? Yes, we take as much back as we can. We're trying to reduce our carbon footprint. We'll take as much. We take brochures back. We take bags back. We take packaging back, like bubble wrap. You don't need to ship it to us. I mean, if you're local, right? So we'll take your bottles back. Whatever we can use, we'll use. Otherwise, we'll properly recycle them. Good question. Thank you, Trudy. Rhonda says, I'd like a discount code, and I'd like to know about the zinc and vitamin D. Sample is great. I'll definitely take time. I wouldn't yo for what I did. Okay. Typo. Like the sample idea. Thanks, Ed. Ciao. See you, Cassandra. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you soon.